So I cannot believe that it's been basically a year since you
Yes,
graduated.
I
Um,
know.
what on earth?
I don't know. Yeah, the time flies so fast. What's happening?
So what have you been up to since you graduated?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still working as a graphic designer. I just wrapped up a branding project for a consulting firm. I'm supposed to start working on a flyer for a Persian event, so I'm just like everywhere doing everything.
Nice, nice. Are you still
Yeah.
based in Brooklyn?
I am on Upper East Side, so I'm in
Oh,
Manhattan, but
okay.
I'm in New York City, yeah.
Very good, very good.
Are you still
So
in London?
yeah, well, I'm based up in Manchester. So
Okay.
yes, we've got. I'm actually kind of in my home office at the minute because did Nick teach you in the graphic design course?
No, no, it was
No.
Sam.
Oh,
And well, we had a couple of instructors who left and then new ones joined in. So we had like
okay.
three, four different instructors. Yeah.
Okay, okay, yes. The people that I was usually going to the office on a Thursday, they deserted me today through illness and going down to London. So I'm at home, which
Uh,
is okay 'cause it's a nice day and it's
yeah,
all
I was
right. So.
just admiring your wall art behind you too. It's so cool.
Well, I usually sit over there, and the view isn't as good from that side. It's still good,
Okay.
but there's a TV there. There's my exercise bike. There's a dartboard. Not the best for this kind
Fun,
of thing.
but fun. Yeah, I agree.
No, exactly, exactly, exactly. So, that branding
Mhm.
project that you did then, either with that project or any other projects, have you been kind of tinkering with motion since you graduated?
Yes, I've been trying to incorporate motion more and more in my projects whenever it makes sense. I've been mostly using it for like social media posts for some of
Mm.
my clients. I think it just boosts engagement so much better than like static posts. I haven't created another brand showreel yet. I'm hoping sometime in the future I can do that again because it's really fun, challenging but fun.
I mean, we'll take a look at the brand show reel soon.
Hmm.
You probably, I don't know when was the last time you opened it up and had a look at it, but
A while ago.
a while ago. Well,
Yeah.
we open it all the time because when we're
Oh, really?
talking. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, when we're talking to our motion students, we want to kind of like the past examples that our students kind of worked on, and just
Hmm.
the diverse range of the work that comes out of it. But one of the key things is a brand show reel, and yours is still up there as being kind of
Oh,
one of the ones that really strikes a chord with people because I mean let's take a look now, shall we? Let's let's
thank
let's kind
you.
of
That's
discuss it
very
as we
nice.
kind of go along.
Sure.
So I just want to bring this up. I don't know, can you see that as well?
Yes.
Perfect, perfect. I'm just gonna hide that. So this
Mhm.
was take us through it then.
Okay. Yeah, so for my final project, maybe I'll give a little bit of the context just in case some of
Why
our
not? Yeah,
viewers don't
absolutely.
know.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
We had to pick an existing project from our portfolio and then bring it to life with motion. And I decided to create a brand showreel. So I chose the branding project that I did for a children's soccer clinic called Junior Athletes. They're based in New York as well. And I chose this one because the brand is so joyful and energetic, and I really wanted to translate that feeling and that energy into motion and make the identity feel as lively and playful as it is already in real life.
It was really crying out for motion, this project. It was
Yes,
had that energy. It's got kids involved, kind of having fun and playing. So how good is that?
exactly. And it's just, I love how it's all about kids having fun, developing passion for the game, building confidence and skills together. It's just so lovely.
It's fantastic as well that you had a little bit of footage to play with as well, which is really really useful for bringing a project to life like this.
Exactly. I actually had a lot of footage, so I'm really thankful for whoever took that footage.
So good. That's so good. Not everybody kind of can benefit from that. But then you basically you had these brand values, didn't you, already? As
Mhm.
well, obviously, when you did the original branding before you brought this to the motion course. So, how was it kind of like working with these brand values and then kind of creating a set of rules for yourself for the project?
Yeah, so these brand values were very useful, especially when I was thinking about the concept, the main idea of the brand showreel. It kind of came pretty naturally to me after thinking about these brand values of friendship, teamwork, fun, nurturing young talent. We actually spent quite a lot of time thinking about the concept first, and the reason why I say we is because it wasn't just me, but it was also our instructors, you, John, Shrenik. You were guiding us through the entire process, and so yeah, so we spent a lot of time thinking about the concept, and the concept that I landed on for this project is called "Let's Play Together."
Hmm.
And it basically reflects the core values of the brand. And I also really like that it's kind of this open invitation to play. It's very warm and inclusive, and I think it really it ties really nicely into what junior athletes is all about. So everything then in the motion was kind of built around expressing that feeling, that energy, and this concept.
Lovely stuff. And then you kind of work
Yeah.
towards these core motion principles, which are these rules in terms of they're not designed to be a straitjacket on all your motion must follow these strict rules or else it falls apart,
Mm-hmm.
but rather nice little guidance that kind of stems from your brand values, from the concept, and kind of starts to kind of push the decision making and the overall look and feel towards a common look and feel. How did how did you feel at the time when you're kind of coming up with these and working with the motion techniques that you've learned on the course?
Yeah, I found these also very helpful. I'm so glad that our instructors were guiding us so well. So once we developed the concept, which was basically our foundation, our main idea, right? We moved on into thinking about the core motion principles that would guide your animation. And for me, these three were playful energy. So I wanted to have color pops and also bouncy effects, kind of like a soccer ball bouncing off the floor. Flowing transitions, I incorporated rotations, spins, that continuous movement, kind of to kind of reflect the energy of kids and also the game. And then welcoming tone, I was trying to make everything feel warm and inclusive. Yeah, and I think that these three principles were extremely helpful once I started animating in After Effects.
Awesome. I
And
think I know I was blown away always by your scamps and your thumbnails and your
I
planning.
remember.
They were
Yeah, I
just so good.
remember.
They just look so cool. It's like, oh right, okay, all you need to do is just take a screenshot of our export it from because you did them on was it on your iPad? Like
It
Procreate.
was on Procreate on my iPad. Thank you for all the compliments. I still remember to this day how much you loved my scams.
Well, you never forget a student who has a kind of like a slightly different way about them. That they bring
Sure.
something else to the process.
Mm,
Procreate's around, lots of people use it. But me personally,
right.
I'd never seen anybody use it for thumbnails. It's like, yes, of course, why not? The frustration of putting thumbnails onto paper and screwing it up, throwing it away.
Exactly.
It's just
Yes.
like, no, actually, this is how a designer should work. With a more
Mhm.
methodical, non-waste kind of route, and they just look so good. We have people
Thank you.
who have thumbnails and scamps, and they always say, and they always apologize, going, "Yes, I'll do something else with them before I put them in my work." It's like, you're double handling that, are you?
Mm,
It's instead you've got this, and it's great because I think you had a really good ability to kind of really plan and plot. Here we've got this little storyboard. of how the logo is going to move, the direction it's going to move,
Exactly.
little notes to yourself. And it's just as clear as day when you were looking through this, that, you know, from a mentor point of view, it's like, yeah, okay, that student has got the confidence and the kind of the iterations as well under their belt that, we
Mhm.
can we where if somebody's just handing in a few thumbnails, we then get a little bit worried as to go, is there something not understanding with this process? You always
Mhm.
had a lot of thumbnails in abundance. Did you enjoy doing it?
You know
Enjoy this better part of the
yeah.
yeah.
I enjoy doing it, but a fun fact is that before this program, I actually didn't really enjoy Scamps at all or any kind of storyboards. Yeah, I did like a few drafts or a mood board, but I never really spent time thinking about Scamps. And that was actually something super valuable that I took from this program. This time, I really spent time thinking about each scene, each section to kind of map out the structure of my animation. And in the end, it ended up being so helpful and it was so productive because once I went into After Effects and started animating, I knew exactly how I wanted each scene to look like. I knew exactly how each element would move, the transitions. Everything was already outlined for me in front of me on paper, and I knew exactly what I had to do once I was animating. So now I am a huge fan of Scamps. I love it. It's just so helpful. It makes everything so much easier, and I'm just so much more productive too.
That's amazing because people who come and do our course and even teachers that we've trained and upskilled in motion as well internally, everybody comes out with something different to say about, I didn't expect this part of my design process to be elevated. You mentioned
Mhm.
scamps there, we talk about, some people kind of going, yeah, I can't stop thinking about how motion influences those initial ideas when I'm coming up with a new brand, for example, or even just kind of that process of, you know, the conceptual process and making sure that that is absolutely the root and foundation of all the thinking, not just necessarily motion thinking,
Right.
for things to kind of progress and go from there. Because you start to understand that there are multiple parts to a project these days. Even if you're not designing for motion, motion might come later, and you've got to make sure that those things are kind of embedded into the project before you kind of continue. Is
Completely
that
agree.
I
Yes.
is yeah, is that the same for you? Have you felt that there are kind of other skills and other soft skills or parts of your process that have been elevated since you've kind of returned to Shillington and studied the motion course?
Yes, I think I learned a lot about I don't know if it's a soft skill, not necessarily, but for me right now in my mind, all I think about is how you taught us to be organized with our files. Because especially After Effects, things can get so chaotic and so messy there so fast. And I think it was one of the first lessons that you guys taught us how to color code everything, rename all the layers, organize your comps, your pre-comps, your assets, rename everything, create subfolders for everything. Then later, when we started working on bigger projects, it was so, so helpful because, again, like things just get so chaotic so quickly. And then in real life, too, when you're working with other people, if you're working with a bigger team, it just makes you so much more professional when you hand in your project and everything is organized and you know exactly where everything is and other people know it too. So I
Yeah.
think that was extremely valuable for me just to know how to organize everything and make life easier for yourself.
Were you not organized beforehand?
I was organized, but never
Okay.
that organized. Like I would never color code. I would probably not have subfolders,
Mhm.
but now I do.
Yeah. Okay. 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 That's good to know. That's good to know. That's one thing that when we were designing the course, that was one of my worries is that people would fall short of organizing their After Effects files and then become extremely stressed out about the whole situation. And I remember that being a worry when we were developing the course because I've seen I've seen my fair share of misorganized student folders or indeed Photoshop files from students.
Uh,
Even myself sometimes, you know, when you get into the spirit of things, sometimes you can just get unorganized very, very quickly. But
True.
it's one thing that every single student seems to pick up and just keeps themselves organized. You know, even if they're kind of a little bit slower on the program or kind of struggling with a couple of the assets, everybody kind of gets to grips with the organization. And that just
Mhm.
helps tenfold anything that any problem or any issue that you're trying to kind of solve in the program itself. So that's good to know. We've been on this
Yeah.
page for ages. And I just want to ask one question about this page. It's a Procreate question, but you know
Okay.
the little logo that you've obviously
Mhm.
kind of got repeated. You didn't have to repeat that lots of times. You just copied and pasted, right?
Yes, I did copy and paste it.
Perfect.
Good
That's it.
catch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've just been staring at it, just going, they all look the same. And you know, when something's presented like that, I try to work something out. But oh, that's another reason to use Procreate. Just makes that thumbnail so
Yeah.
much easier. You just got to
Also the
draw it once.
frames.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. That's
Exactly,
great.
yeah.
That I need to get on board. Oh, we didn't even go to this page and look at all of this. It's
Yes, I love the
unreal.
colors.
Yes. Well, so do we. But also the thing is though that the project is so colourful that it kind of makes sense
Mhm.
to kind of do all of that, to kind of see how the colours balance and all of those things. So uh, again, you know, this is good stuff. Really good. I think this is the actual show reel now. It's
Oh,
getting
yes.
loud and noisy.
I can't hear it.
Oh, you can't hear it.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, talk us just. I mean, I don't think you need to talk us through it. We'll just have a look at it.
I haven't seen it in a while, so it's nice to look at it again.
That's influenced a lot of people. That section there.
Really?
Yes.
It is a little bit hard to do in After Effects. I got so lucky with music.
So good. So good.
Thank you. But yeah, I was just gonna say actually about music. So sound wasn't required, right, for a motion for
That's
a
right.
final project. But I really felt like it was so important to have music for this video that it would like elevate the brand and make it so much more engaging too. But because of time constraints and the deadlines and everything, I decided, okay, I will focus on creating the showreel first and then I'll add audio later. But that basically meant that I would have to later go look for a sound that would match the existing visuals instead of designing the visuals around the track. So then when I was done, I had extra time and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go and look for the sound now. And it was so stressful and so tricky to find something that was long enough and matched everything. I don't know how much time I spent, but I think I got extremely lucky because I did find on the song that matched everything almost perfectly, like all the transitions, the pacing, the energy. But I definitely do not recommend doing that because it was so stressful.
It's a real chicken and egg question that, especially I think in the real world, if you had budget, you know, you'd be kind of looking at the tracks, and the tracks would then kind of define the beats and go from there.
Exactly. That's what you're supposed to do.
Well, yeah, exactly. But you'd have access to a bigger library and given the budget, you know. But the fact that you found some free audio and made it
Hmm.
work like that, I don't see the audio. If that audio was to ever come up in another project, I'd have to just reject that out of my mind because
Yes,
this
please do.
because it just fits this perfectly. It's just so good. And just it is just playful and it kind of matches all the brand values and it matches the transitions. But it is something that our students are doing more and more these days. And I think it's because we've seen quite a few grad showcases now at the end of the course. And there is a bit of a difference where excuse me, if somebody has done a show reel with music and somebody's done a show reel without music, there is a marked energy difference. That there just is. And it's a
Hmm.
shame, and it should never undermine the work. But music is we're just so connected to it emotionally that it's
Right.
going to elevate it so much. So we do say to students, you know, keep the audio thing in mind, you know, from the start. Don't let it stress you out. I mean, I was just giving some feedback to a student yesterday who they're
Hmm.
graduating next week, our latest cohort, which is unreal. And it was incredible because the music started. And me and my co-teacher Elena, we both went, "Yeah, oh yeah, we've not seen this yet with this music." And then the music just kind of plateaued. It didn't go anywhere, and it didn't have that
Um,
energy that the project was showing. The project was showing a lot of energy, but the music was letting it down. And so we said,
hmm,
unfortunately, you're gonna have to, you can't have the music on at all, because it really undermines the solid work that you've done from a motion point of view. So you have to find another piece of music, and unfortunately, and that's I think she knew as well. I think she knew it was just like, here was just draft one. What do you think? Am I in the right zone with the music? And it's like, you are, but unless you're going to start doing a music production course and writing your own tunes, you've got to be lucky, in terms of finding
mm-hmm. Yes,
the right music. So
I was
yeah,
struggling.
you're struggling, but I mean, you say that, and you say, "Oh, I never did Scamps before." But I think with that whole case study that you kind of just presented there, it looks effortless, even though there was a lot of work in the background to make that all happen.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. And that was one of the main goals that I had. One of the main challenges too, just to make everything feel cohesive and kind of tell a story was my showreel instead of just animating each section, make it look fun and playful and then glue it together. So I really appreciate you saying that.
No, 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 absolutely, absolutely. So you did. So when was it exactly you did the graphic design course? What year was that?
It was 2022,
Okay, so you did that in 2022, and then you did the motion course 3
last
years
year.
later, so it was last year. So, yeah, it's been a year now. So what's kind of like what you're heading towards? What's your future?
I hope to continue being a graphic designer and illustrator. I'm working on different projects with different people, and that's what I also like about freelancing is that you get to work with a lot of different people from different industries. So right now, I have a couple of graphic design projects, and also I will be at an arts and crafts market next month or in 2 months. So I'm doing a lot of different things, and I hope to continue doing that in the future. I still love graphic design. I'm super excited about it. So I hope to continue doing that and hopefully also more motion. I would love to do more motion design. I just feel so much more confident working in motion design and also as a designer overall. So I hope to continue doing that more.
Amazing. Yeah, we'd love to see more motion from you because what you've shown there is just super epic skills. And yeah, make sure you keep in touch and make sure you kind of send us over anything that you've done. We,
Always.
we love to see what people are getting up to. So it's great to hear that you kind of
Thank
still got
you.
the passion and love for it all.
Yeah. And if you hear of any projects or anything exciting happening in New York that you think could be a good match for me, please send it my way.
Oh yeah, no, we'll do, we'll do. We'll keep our ear out. No, certainly. I mean, have you? Is that something you've ever thought of doing? Have you? I mean, have you showed your kind of motion case study to any kind of employers or any kind of anybody in that kind of ilk who's kind of looking to hire anybody?
I have showed it a few times to potential employers, and they always loved this project. I think that it's just so interesting to see the entire process, the concept, the execution, the scamps.
Hmm.
So everyone is usually excited and genuinely interested into understanding how did you take something that was static and then brought it to life with motion. Yeah, I haven't done it in a while though, to be honest. So hoping it'll become more interesting to people in the future.
No, definitely. I mean, we do have contacts. A couple of big motion studios in New York, Koto and
Oh,
Gretel
yes.
as well.
Wow.
So Gretel, we have Alasia Hampton, I think it is.
Mhm.
She's a permanent member of staff, and she's just done a guest lecture actually for these guys in the motion course.
Mhm.
And her process and the things that she kind of gets to work on is really interesting. She was graphic designer turned motion, and she still does a bit of both, which is quite interesting. And then there was I don't know if you had did we have Matt Caldamone do a guest lecture spot?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
The name is
he
very familiar.
because he's freelance and he's freelance kind of like motion art director, but he's at
Mhm.
Gretel. He's been at Gretel for quite a long contract. So there's good people there to kind of reach out to if there are any kind of opportunities.
Mhm.
But it's yeah, there's lots of people, lots of people. But amazing, amazing. Well, it's been absolute pleasure kind of chatting and catching up. It's great to
Hmm.
hear your
Thank you
story
so
and kind of
much
like
for
look to.
having me.
Oh no, no, totally, totally. So this is probably I'm just passing this on now. Somebody else is going to kind of cut this up, edit it, and
Okay, perfect. I
do
also
some
have a
little
question
things.
for you.
Oh yeah, go on.
But it's more of a technical question, actually. And I don't know if we have time to do
Yeah,
that
yeah,
right now.
sure.
You
Yeah,
can
yeah.
totally reply to me later in the email. But I want to know how, I don't know if it's you who uploads animated social media posts to
Hmm.
Shillington account. But I remember when you uploaded my showreel, it was much sharper and the quality was much better than when I did it myself on my own social media account. So I wanted to know what are your settings, either export or when you upload it to
Yeah,
Instagram, if there is anything different that you do. It might be also because my showreel is so long and it's a heavy file that maybe Instagram kind of eats up the
maybe compresses it.
quality. Yeah, so I wanted to ask, could you please share your
Yeah,
expert
I am.
specifications with
Yeah,
me?
no, absolutely, absolutely. Again, I've created a lot of motion graphics things for the social media accounts, but then in Figma and kind of piece a few things together in After Effects. But then
Mm-hmm.
I pass it on for somebody else just to kind of like put that do the final
Ah.
thing. And I'm pretty sure another student has asked that very same question, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I kind of found out the settings in which we kind of do that. So let me find out, and I'll get back to you. Absolutely.
Okay, yes, please. I would love that because your posts on Shillington are much better quality, and I would
Mm.
love to do the same.
Yeah, I'd like to know the ins and outs of that myself. Actually, it's never ending learning at Shillington. It's
Right?
constantly, and it's good because that's the thing with grads. Some people kind of go, oh, I finish at Shillington. That's me. That's done. But obviously, we've kept in
Mm-hmm.
touch with info sessions and kind of
Mm-hmm.
like all those little things. But our door's always open for questions like that. We're going to try and set up actually something which is more community based. So there's a little bit more ability to interact with us and
I would love
other
that.
students. Yeah.
It was great on Slack before, but now on LinkedIn, it's a little bit quiet. It's
It
not
is
really
very quiet.
happening.
It's very
Not the
quiet.
same
It's
energy.
exactly. I think so too. And if we can get a graduate hub, and we've got various plans in the mix at the minute. It's just priorities, and it's something that we'd love to kind of do and get everybody just kind of chatting and sharing and all
Mm-hmm.
sorts. And yeah, for me, I don't feel like LinkedIn feels like you have to kind of go that extra professional step to kind of post anything at
Yeah,
LinkedIn. There's like a mental psychological barrier there, as opposed to on Slack, it's just like throwaway. It's like, oh, just see what happens, and
exactly.
it's
Yeah, it's
fine.
so much
So
easier.
yes, yeah, great stuff, Christina. Thank you so much again.
Thank you.
It's been a lovely chat, and yeah,
Yes, thank you for having me.
we will let you know when this is all kind of published in whatever shape
Okay.
or form. It might be on socials. It might even be on LinkedIn. It might be kind of a feature on our website as well. So I've got another one lined
Wow.
up for later tonight, and then another one next week as well. So
Oh,
Mim was in
nice.
your class, wasn't she?
Yes, Meme was. She's
Yes,
doing the motion series as well.
yes, yes. So I've got a
Yeah,
chat with
she's
her
great.
next
Her
week.
project is
I
so
don't think I've
awesome.
seen her. Yeah, I don't think I've seen her since the course or had her in. She's been so busy, I think, with she got a new job almost straight away. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, and now she's expecting her first child as well. So
Wow,
yeah, I know.
that's
So
amazing.
yeah,
Wow,
so
so many big updates.
yeah,
And look
I
at
know.
me, I'm like, I'm still freelancing.
Nothing
No,
wrong with that.
baby.
Nothing wrong with that.
No,
In some ways, keep it that way. For a little while. There is no rush into that. Trust me.
but that's exciting. I'm really happy for her.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
really
yeah.
awesome.
No, it's good. It's good. It's yeah, we still get a lot of people kind of like staying in touch and things like that. So it's great, great community, and yeah, I'm just really excited for the new kind of major projects that are coming out next week. It's great, and then a quick break, and then straight into another course, and we're running 2 courses at the
Wow.
same time now. So, like, this one, we yeah,
I did not
th
know
yeah,
this.
this time it was kinda like UK afternoon, so it would have been like East Coast morning, like first thing in the morning,
Mhm.
and then a UK evening. So we've still kept that UK evening slot. And then next term, it's gonna change again. We're gonna do UK morning, which hopefully people in Australia will actually sign up, and they have done. Actually, we've got quite a few enrollments for that. So,
Oh, that's
yeah,
good.
just trying lots of different new things really to kind of reach out as many people as possible.
I
So
love that.
yeah, cool. All right, Christina, what are you up to for the rest of the day?
I have to work a little bit, and then I'm hoping to go outside. I haven't been outside in a long time, and it's so sunny and nice right now that I'm looking at my windows like I need to go out.
You had quite a heavy winter, didn't you?
Ah, it was horrible. I hate winter too, so for me, this is hell. I can't. I'm so done. I was done with winter in October when it just started to get a little cold. It's horrible. I'm hoping
Oh,
for a nice, good summer. That's not too hot, not cold, enjoyable. Never in New York, though. It's probably going to be super humid and disgusting, but
Yeah, no, that's the thing. That's the thing with New York. And I was speaking to somebody else, and I can't remember who it was now. But in New York, you are guaranteed a nice spring. You're always guaranteed a nice
Mhm,
spring. And summer, it might be hot and humid and sticky, but you're guaranteed dry weather, and
mhm,
sunshine, and you might get a really good
true.
autumn as well. So, where we have such a bad winter and we have such bad weather throughout the year. There's no
And yeah, it's
consistency.
raining, right?
We live in fear constantly that, like, are we going to get a good summer this summer or not? And that's my fear at the minute,
Oh,
because last summer was one of the best summers I remember for a long, long time. It was just incredible. I remember because I went out riding on my bike, I think the middle of March, and wasn't a week where I didn't, and it was just constantly, constantly, constantly. I was just out kind of like training and exercising all summer, and it was just sublime. It was just so good.
oh.
But we had a little bit of spring 2 weeks ago, and then we had snow showers and hail yesterday, and it's just like, and it's supposed to be raining for the next 2
Oh.
weeks, and it's not good,
Ah, but at
not
least you
good.
can take a train to go to like south of France, to go to Nice or south of Italy and just enjoy. And so convenient and easy.
I mean that's yeah. We've just booked to go to Spain in the summer. We go to Spain every
I'm
year
jealous. That's
because
nice.
it is, and unfortunately for us, my family's got a place there as well, so it's
Oh, that's so cool.
and a car. It's just everything's just perfect for a family as well. It's just like great. We just get to explore everywhere, and it's so good. But yeah, yeah. I just wish we had a bit more weather on our doorstep, better weather anyway. So
I
it'll
know.
get there.
But
It will get there.
here, our spring and autumn, our fall, it's super short. Like, there's no really good in between. It's either super cold and then it gets super hot.
Yeah,
So it's never perfect. The
I think I'm
grass is always
biased.
greener
No,
somewhere
I
else.
know it is. I know, I know, I know. I think I'm biased because the when I was in New York for like 4 or 5 months,
Mhm.
I caught the end of summer, which lasted quite a while, and then
Yeah, that's
autumn
nice
came
time.
along, and it was autumn up until the end of November, and it was just I just couldn't believe it. It was just such a good year.
What
It
year
hardly
was that?
rained. 2017.
Oh, I don't remember. That was quite a while ago, almost 10
Yeah,
years
yeah, it
ago.
was 9 years ago. Oh my word, 9 years ago. That's disgusting. I just
Yeah.
realized it's 9 years ago. Well, okay,
I
yeah,
think
it
it was
makes
here,
sense.
but I don't remember.
It was good. It was good. But then when the cold hit, I remember I went out with a jacket and a t-shirt in the morning, still walking
Mhm.
to college in the morning and everything else. And then in the evening it dropped to about -8, like
Oof.
instantly. And I
Whoa.
got caught out, and I was like, oh my, and everybody did as well. Everybody's like, where's this coming from?
Mhm.
And then it was cold from then on in then really. So
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it just happens like that, super
yeah,
fast.
I guess so. I guess so. Yeah.
But
All
I
right.
miss
Well,
summer.
I know it's coming. It's
Okay.
coming. Okay, it's coming.
Yes.
It's coming. We can enjoy it. Well, thank you so
Let's
much
keep
again.
in touch.
Absolutely amazing. Yes,
Yes.
please do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll get back to you with that question as well.
Oh, yes, please, please get back to me.
Yeah.
I really do wanna know. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Amazing. Cheers, Christina. Thank you so much.